After 30 years on the airwaves, 60 Minutes is still pushing for the truth.
Never, never human growth hormone.
Never.
Never testosterone.
Never.
And never anabolic steroids.
Never.
How about a lie detector test?
We've met positive identification that these are bad guys.
What if you get it wrong?
We don't.
Ever?
60 Minutes, interviewing the newsmakers, not just covering the story. Sunday at 7 on Sun TV.
Today on 60 Minutes, we will be on webcam with Aldous Huxley, famed writer of the early 1900s. Huxley was born in an upper-middle-class family in the town of Godalming, Surrey, on July 26, 1894. His father was an editor and a poet and went by the name of Leonard Huxley. Huxley's mother died when he was 14 years old due to cancer. When Huxley was 16, he suffered from choroiditis punctata, which left him totally blind for 18 months. In this period of blindness, he was able to read with a special pair of glasses, as well as learning Braille. This blindness left him unable to follow his dreams as a scientist or as a soldier. He ended up receiving his BA in English from Oxford University in 1960. In a few moments, we will be covering Aldous's most famous books, The Devils of Loudon and Brave New World. We hope that the interview will reveal the motives behind Huxley's writing. Aldous Huxley, how does it feel to be a pronounced writer in this day and age, and where did your success come from?
I knew as soon as I lost my vision that writing was what I wanted to do. There was so much freedom and opinion when you write. I was able to incorporate social criticism as well as my thoughts on government, religion, and many other aspects of society.
In Brave New World, you were able to show the downfall of technology in a futuristic society. How did an idea like this come to you? What hidden messages are inside your work?
It starts with science. Science was my best interest before I lost my vision. Then I had to turn to other sources for motivation. Throughout time, many writers were motivated by God, but I decided to take my beliefs into consideration. I once quoted that I did not want the world to have meaning. I put that thought into a brave new world, and rather than a higher God being the center of our society, I substituted science. The technology of the future and how it will be the end of us, just like religion and just like politics. I was also influenced by the works of H.G. Wells.
We will now take a short commercial break.
A bird. Oh, watch this.
We now return to 60 Minutes with Aldous Huxley. Earlier in the show, we found out that Huxley was blind for a small period of time. He decided he wanted to fix it. He moved from Sonari to California in an experiment to improve his eyesight. He used the Bates method, which involved being exposed to direct sunlight for a long amount of time. It worked for him, as he claimed to have regained his vision. We believed it happened something like this.
I can see again.
Okay, we really don't know the specifics of it, but on to the interview. What was your main influence in writing this work?
The 1920s were a time of industrialization and a time of technological advancements. It was a time of war, and the new technologies made this war brutal and deadly. Men became killing machines with this new technology, and you get the feeling, where does this all stop, and where will it be 20 years from now? Technology is crazy and has the potential to kill everyone and anyone, and I just wanted to put that in a book.
How about the Devils of Loudon? What's going on there? How did you gain your creativeness?
There's a lot of stuff going on there. That book is based on a true story about the priest Urbain Grandier. That's what I based my story on, the hysteria and the religion of the time. I was influenced in writing this book, but I would rather not go into many details. Drugs aren't the answer, but some experimentation in my later years allowed me to do things I normally couldn't. I will say that it greatly opened my mind, and it was like a new source of knowledge to write with. I mean, new ideas, new images I never wouldn't have thought. That I never really have thought of before that.
Huxley declined to go into detail about the psychedelics that he was accused of using while writing his last two books, but we feel that it went something like this.
That's 3 mushrooms. I'm gonna save this one for later.
Huxley went on to die November 22nd, 1963. His book, Chrome Yellow, became popular for its cynicism and social criticism. Brave New World showed the troubles of a totalitarian government, as well as the danger of technology in the future. The Devils of Loudon showed of religious conflicts at the time. Huxley had become a respected intellectual, as well as an important researcher in visual communication, and he was known as a pacifist, satirist, and a humanist. The taking of psychedelics led to The Devils of Loudon, which is widely regarded as one of his best books. Huxley's lack of eyesight let him see into the future, as Brave New World was a groundbreaking work in his day. His ideas of new technology were groundbreaking. Brave New World is constantly banned at schools nationwide today. Brave New World has had an impact on literature ever since Huxley wrote it. We would like to thank Aldous Huxley for joining us on 60 Minutes today.